Hello and welcome everyone. I hope you're all doing well today. We're diving into the fascinating world of brain-computer interfaces, or BCIs. Before we dive in, I have a small suggestion. This is going to be quite an adventure through cutting-edge technology and neuroscience. So can you go ahead and pause the video to make your great coffee for this great journey? Are you ready? All right, let's begin our exploration of BCIs, the technology that's bridging minds and machines in ways we once thought were purely science fiction. Firstly, BCI stands for Brain-Computer Interface. It's new technology hype, a system that directly communicates with your neural activity to control external devices. Essentially, it acts as an extension of the body's natural control systems. Imagine being able to interact with technology just by thinking. No screens, no typing, just your thoughts in action. For example, imagine using your thoughts to order a pizza or request an Uber. A BCI would act as the middleman, translating the brain's activity into commands for your smartphone, creating a direct line of communication between your mind and the device. BCI technology has evolved over a century, with key milestones marking its progress. In the 1920s, Hans Berger discovered brainwaves with EEG, laying the foundation for what would become BCIs. Fast forward to the 1970s, when Jacques Vidal introduced the term brain-computer interface and ran pioneering experiments. In the 1990s, breakthroughs in neuroprosthetics enabled paralyzed individuals to control devices through BCIs. By the 2000s, the first human BCI implants allowed people to operate computers and robotic limbs. And now, in the 2020s, companies like Neuralink are advancing BCI technology for use in medicine, communication, and consumer applications. To understand how BCIs work, we first need to look at the brain's physiology. The brain communicates through neurons, its basic functional units, which interact via electrical and chemical signals. These signals move through junctions called synapses. When neurons fire, they create electrical impulses known as action potentials. These tiny electric events carry information through the brain and are the signals that BCIs detect. Neural activity produces brain rhythms, which are synchronized firings of neuron groups. For instance, alpha waves occur in relaxed states, while beta waves are associated with active thinking. Various brain regions, called cortical areas, control different functions. The motor cortex handles movement planning and execution, while the visual cortex processes images. BCIs tap into these rhythms and areas to interpret thoughts. There are several ways to capture brain signals for BCIs. Let's break down the most popular methods. 1. Electroencephalography, EEG. This non-invasive method uses scalp electrodes to measure brain activity and offers excellent time precision, although its spatial detail is limited. 2. Electrocorticography, ECOG. Partially invasive, ECOG places electrodes directly on the brain surface for better signal quality, offering both high spatial and temporal resolution. 3. Intracortical recording. This invasive method uses microelectrodes to record from single neurons or small groups, giving the highest resolution and precision, beyond electrical activity. Other techniques capture brain function. Functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI. This non-invasive method measures changes in blood flow to pinpoint brain activity locations with high spatial accuracy but limited time resolution, making it impractical for real-time BCI use. Near-infrared spectroscopy, NIRS. NIRS is portable and affordable, tracking blood oxygen levels to infer brain activity. While accessible, it has lower spatial and temporal precision than other methods. F10 used in advanced prosthetic control. Let's talk about the types of BCIs, starting with non-invasive BCIs. These systems use external sensors, like EEG caps, to measure brain activity without any surgical procedure. Non-invasive BCIs have some clear advantages. They're safer, more accessible, and generally easier to use and maintain. Plus, they're more affordable. However, there's a trade-off. The signal quality is often lower due to having to measure brain activity through the skull, which limits the precision and complexity of control these systems can achieve. Non-invasive BCIs are commonly used in applications like cursor control, gaming, and basic communication devices. Next one is invasive BCIs. These are the most advanced in terms of signal quality, as they involve implanting electrodes directly into the brain tissue. Because they capture signals straight from the brain, invasive BCIs provide highly detailed, precise information, making them ideal for complex tasks, like controlling prosthetic limbs or assisting with conditions like Parkinson's disease through deep brain stimulation. However, this type of BCI has some significant drawbacks. Implanting electrodes requires brain surgery, which carries potential risks and complications. It also requires specialized medical expertise and facilities. While these challenges make invasive BCIs less accessible, they remain a powerful tool for medical and research applications where high signal quality is essential. Finally, we have semi-invasive BCIs, or partially invasive, this type positioned close to the brain, often on its surface or through blood vessels, without penetrating brain tissue. This type of BCI aims to achieve a middle ground between signal quality and safety. While they still require a degree of surgical placement, semi-invasive BCIs can often provide more refined control than non-invasive systems alone, without the full risk associated with invasive methods. One example of this approach is combining EKG electrodes placed on the brain's surface with scalp EEG to capture higher quality signals. Let's compare these BCI types side by side. Invasive BCIs are implanted directly into brain tissue. They provide the highest signal accuracy, making them ideal for tasks that require detailed control, like operating robotic limbs. However, they require surgery and carry risks associated with invasive procedures. Non-invasive BCIs, by contrast, are completely external and safe to use for most people. They're widely available, but offer less precise signal quality since they measure activity through the skull. Semi-invasive BCIs are the middle ground. These devices are placed close to the brain without entering the tissue, like the Stentrode device, allowing for better signals than external devices with fewer surgical risks than fully invasive implants. Each BCI type has unique benefits, depending on the need for precision and the user's risk tolerance. Finally, let's explore how BCIs differ based on control systems. BCIs are categorized as active, reactive, or passive. Active BCIs require the user to intentionally modulate brain signals to control the system. For instance, imagining a specific movement can trigger a corresponding response in a robotic arm. Reactive BCIs work by detecting specific reactions in the brain to stimuli. An example is event-related potentials, where the system picks up on brain responses to particular cues. Passive BCIs monitor brain activity to assess the user's state, such as attention level or fatigue, without requiring the user to consciously control the system. This type of BCI is often used for adaptive learning or workload management. Each of these control systems tailors BCI use to different needs, making BCIs versatile for a range of applications. To understand how BCIs work, let's break down their core components. There are 4 main stages in any BCI system. 1. Signal acquisition, the process of capturing brain signals, typically through methods like EEG or EKG. 2. Signal processing, where these signals are cleaned and specific features are identified for interpretation. 3. Translation, algorithms. Here, the processed signals are converted into commands. 4th, feedback mechanism, which provides visual, auditory, or tactile feedback to the user, completing the control loop. Together, these components create a seamless interface that allows users to communicate or control external devices with their brain. The first stage is signal acquisition, the process of collecting brain signals. There are 2 main approaches. Invasive signal acquisition. This involves implanting electrodes directly into the brain. Examples include intracortical microelectrode arrays and electrocorticography, ECOG. The advantage of this method is high signal quality, allowing for precise control. However, it requires surgery, which carries risks like potential tissue damage and infection. Non-invasive signal acquisition. In this safer approach, sensors are placed on the scalp or outside the brain. Common examples include EEG, functional near-infrared spectroscopy, FNIRS, and magnetoencephalography, MEG. Non-invasive methods are safer, easier to use, and require no surgery, but they capture lower quality signals and are more prone to noise interference. After signals are collected, they move into the signal processing phase, where they're cleaned and prepared for use. Filtering and amplification. Raw brain signals often contain unwanted noise, so they're filtered to remove artifacts and then amplified to enhance clarity. Feature extraction. The system then identifies key features within these signals, such as frequency bands like alpha, beta, and gamma waves, event-related potentials, ERPs, or the firing rates of neurons. Artifact removal. It's essential to filter out any signals caused by other muscle movements, like eye or jaw movements, to ensure the brain data is as accurate as possible. The third stage is feature translation, where brain signals are turned into actionable commands. Classification algorithms. Machine learning algorithms like neural networks or support vector machines are used to interpret the extracted features, transforming them into specific commands that control external devices. Dynamic adaptation. As brain signals can vary over time, the system needs to adapt to these changes to maintain accuracy. This dynamic adaptation helps ensure that the user's intentions are reliably translated into commands, even as brain signals fluctuate. The final component is the feedback mechanism, which completes the control loop by showing the user how well the BCI responded to their brain signals. Command execution. The translated commands control external devices, such as computers, robotic arms, or prosthetics, and provide real-time feedback. Feedback loop. As users receive immediate feedback on their actions, they can adjust their mental commands, refining the BCI's accuracy over time. This process enhances the user's ability to adjust their brain signals, leading to smoother, more effective control of the device. Brain-computer interfaces are opening new doors in the medical field, transforming how we approach rehabilitation, communication, and mental health. Let's look at some of the most impactful medical applications. 1. Neuroprosthetics. BCI allow patients with amputations or paralysis to control prosthetic limbs directly with their brain signals. This technology offers them a sense of control and independence that was once unimaginable. 2. Communication for locked-in syndrome. For patients unable to speak or move, BCI enable communication by selecting letters or words with their brain signals, giving them a powerful new means of expression. 3. Stroke rehabilitation. By guiding patients' brainwaves during therapy, BCI helps stroke patients regain motor function and support neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to reorganize itself. 4th. Epilepsy management. BCI can monitor brain activity for early signs of seizures, enabling timely interventions and potentially preventing seizures from occurring. 5. Neurofeedback therapy. In mental health care, BCI help manage conditions like ADHD and anxiety. Real-time brainwave feedback helps patients learn to regulate their thoughts and emotions through guided practice. Beyond the medical field, BCI are reshaping various industries by offering novel ways to interact with technology. Let's explore some of these exciting non-medical applications. 1. Gaming. BCI provide a hands-free, immersive gaming experience where players can control actions in-game with their thoughts alone. 2. Smart home control. Imagine adjusting lights, TVs, or even kitchen appliances simply by thinking about it. BC. I bring convenience to smart homes, enabling seamless control of devices. 3. Drones and robots. BCI allow users to navigate drones or control robots with their minds, which is especially useful in search and rescue operations or industrial settings. 4. Education. In classrooms, BCI can monitor students' focus levels, providing insights into engagement and enabling teachers to adjust strategies for better learning outcomes. 5. Creative arts. Artists and musicians can now harness BCI to create works controlled by brain activity, blending technology with creativity in ways we've never seen before. 6. Military applications. BCI enhance soldiers' abilities by enabling faster communication and control of devices, potentially increasing their effectiveness and safety in the field. Brain-computer interfaces have moved from experimental labs into real-world applications, bringing independence and hope to people with severe disabilities. Let's explore some of the remarkable case studies and success stories in BCI development. BrainGate, restoring movement. The BrainGate project empowers individuals with paralysis to control external devices, such as robotic arms, using their brain signals. In 2012, Kathy Hutchinson, paralyzed for 15 years, used a BCI to control a robotic arm and drink coffee independently. Similarly, Eric Sordo, another BrainGate participant, was able to shake hands and play video games through thought control. Impact. This technology offers new ways for restoring independence to people with paralysis, allowing them to perform basic tasks and engage with their surroundings. Next, let's explore a few more inspiring BCI success stories. BCI for locked-in syndrome. Locked-in patients who are unable to move or speak use BCI systems to communicate through brain signals. Patients with ALS could answer yes or no questions with a BCI system, breaking years of silence and allowing for meaningful communication. Impact. This technology restores a crucial line of communication, positively impacting the emotional well-being of patients who had been isolated. Walk again. Project Restoring. Walking. This project combines BCI with robotic exoskeletons to help paralyzed patients regain control over their legs. In 2014, a paraplegic person kicked the first ball at the FIFA World Cup using a BCI-controlled exoskeleton, an impressive step toward restoring mobility. Impact. This project demonstrates the potential of BCI to help those with spinal cord injuries regain a degree of movement, enhancing their quality of life. BCI technology is also progressing in new and groundbreaking ways, with applications that extend beyond physical disabilities. BCI for epilepsy, BCIs can detect abnormal brain activity early to predict and prevent epileptic seizures. In clinical trials, BCI systems have significantly reduced seizures for patients with drug-resistant epilepsy. Impact. This innovation offers patients an alternative way to manage epilepsy without heavy reliance on medication, increasing their control over the condition. Neuralink, advanced BCI technology. Neuralink is at the forefront of BCI advancements, developing technology to enable people to control computers and devices directly with their thoughts. In 2021, Neuralink demonstrated a monkey playing the video game Pong, using only its brain signals, showcasing its potential applications in humans. Impact. Neuralink's research could revolutionize human-computer interaction in the future, creating new possibilities for both communication and control. Brain-computer interfaces, BCI, are transforming rehabilitation by helping patients rebuild skills and strength in novel ways. Let's break down how they contribute. Restoring movement, BC. I connect brain signals directly to movement exercises, allowing patients to relearn motor skills after injuries. This targeted approach enhances recovery by providing real-time feedback and support. Muscle control. For patients with muscle impairments, BCI can activate specific devices or robotic limbs, supporting controlled muscle exercises to rebuild strength and coordination. Mental health. BCI play a therapeutic role by guiding patients through relaxation exercises that can alleviate symptoms of anxiety, post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and other mental health conditions. Personalized therapy. Because I can monitor progress in real time, therapy can be tailored to each patient's unique needs, making rehabilitation more effective and responsive to individual improvements. By integrating BCI with artificial general intelligence, we open new frontiers for direct and adaptive communication between humans and intelligent systems. Here's how this combination benefits various fields: direct brain to AGI communication. BCI enable a direct link between brain signals and AGI systems, allowing AGI to interpret human thoughts, emotions, and intentions without traditional interfaces. This enhances communication speed and understanding. Enhanced interpretation. AGI's advanced processing capabilities mean it can analyze complex brain patterns captured by BCIs. This allows it to detect subtle mental states, adjusting its responses in real time. Applications. Medical. In personalized treatments, AGI can provide better control of prosthetics and more adaptive mental health therapies. Adaptive learning. AGI can create a customized learning experience by analyzing a student's cognitive state, offering challenges or assistance as needed. Human-AI collaboration. In high-stress environments like military operations or space exploration, AGI can predict user needs and provide timely support, improving outcomes and safety. Combining BCI with AR and VR technology creates immersive, hands-free experiences, revolutionizing user interaction with virtual environments. Let's explore how. Immersive control. BCI allow users to navigate AR and VR spaces directly through thought, making interactions intuitive and hands-free, which is ideal for users seeking a more seamless experience. Enhanced experiences. BCIs can read brain signals and adjust the AR/VR experience in real time. For example, in gaming, BCI could modulate intensity based on excitement levels, personalizing the gameplay experience. Applications. Gaming. With BCI, players control characters and navigate virtual worlds through thought alone, creating highly engaging gameplay. Therapy. Combining BCI with VR enables immersive environments for treating mental health issues. For example, VR sessions can be used to help users confront fears or practice relaxation techniques in safe, controlled settings. Education and training. BCI-controlled AR and VR simulations can replicate real-life situations, making them valuable for training in fields like surgery or piloting. Accessibility. BCI open up virtual worlds for individuals with disabilities, giving them greater freedom to explore and interact using just their thoughts. Several pioneering companies are leading the brain-computer interface industry, each with unique approaches and innovations. 1. Neuralink, founder Elon Musk, focus, developing high-bandwidth BCI for controlling devices with thought alone. Advances. Notably, Neuralink has demonstrated a monkey playing a video game using only brain signals, showcasing the precision and potential of their implant technology. 2. Kernel. Founder. Brian Johnson. Focus. Creating non-invasive BCI that monitor and enhance cognitive function. Advances. Kernel's flow and flux devices measure brain activity to support mental health, cognitive improvements, and overall brain wellness. 3. Open BCI, focus, open source, affordable BCI hardware, making BCI tech accessible for researchers and enthusiasts alike. Advances. Known for the Ultra Cortex headset, OpenBCI's devices are widely used in research and DIY projects. Continuing with more BCI trailblazers. 4. Synchron. Focus. Developing minimally invasive BCI systems, like the StentRode, which is implanted through blood vessels, avoiding brain surgery. Advances. Synchron enabled a paralyzed patient to send text messages using brain signals, demonstrating the impact of their tech in communication. 5th Emotive. Focus. Affordable EEG headsets aimed at cognitive health and neurofeedback applications. Advances. Emotive's devices are popular in BCI research and even used in gaming and mental wellness. 6th Neurosity. Focus. Personal BCI devices designed to enhance productivity and focus. Advances. The Neurosity Crown tracks brain activity to help users maintain focus and manage stress, offering a unique angle on productivity. For those looking to get into BCI technology, here's a roadmap. 1. Build neuroscience knowledge. Study the basics of brain function, particularly neurons, synapses, and brainwaves like EEG. Resources like Principles of Neuroscience and online courses on platforms like Coursera can be helpful. 2. Leverage engineering skills. Knowledge in signal processing and bioinstrumentation is key to understanding how brain signals are captured and analyzed. 3. Learn programming. Python is essential for data analysis and machine learning, while MATLAB is useful for advanced signal processing. Fourth, experiment with BCI tools. Start using accessible devices like OpenBCI or Emotive to capture and analyze brain signals. Once you've mastered the basics, here are additional steps. 5. Explore open source projects. GitHub has a wealth of BCI-related open source projects like OpenBCI and BCI-PY. Joining these projects connects you to the global BCI community. 6. Learn machine learning. Machine learning is crucial for processing and classifying brain data. Coursera's machine learning courses, such as Andrew Ng's, are a good start. 7. Start small projects. Apply brain signals to simple control tasks like operating a robotic arm or analyzing states like focus. 8. Network and research. Attend BCI conferences and forums, and keep up with research in journals like the Journal of Neural Engineering to stay informed. The future of BCI holds exciting possibilities, driven by advancements in technology and their potential societal impact. Advancements in technology, artificial intelligence, AI. AI integration with BCI will enhance signal processing, adapting to user needs and improving decision-making. Wireless BCI, developing wireless BC. I will allow greater freedom and integration into daily life. Sensor technology. Advances in sensors will increase signal quality and reliability. Integration with robotics. BC. I combined with robotics, and A. I can further expand applications, from prosthetics to autonomous systems. Societal impact. Accessibility. BCI will become more available to a broader population, benefiting those with disabilities. Integration into daily life. In the future, BCI could be common interfaces for controlling everyday technology, from smart home devices to personal gadgets. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through the fascinating world of brain-computer interfaces. I know this topic is complex, and it can be challenging to absorb everything in one go. If you missed anything or just want to dive deeper into certain concepts, please feel free to watch this lecture again. This technology is reshaping possibilities, connecting us to our own minds in ways that were once only science fiction. I hope this lecture has given you a clearer view of the impact and future of BCI, and maybe even sparked your own curiosity or ideas. Thanks again for watching, and remember, the world of BCIs is just getting started. Let's continue to explore its amazing potential together. Peace.